students, today I am going to do year-end evaluation 2019. This is grade 11, Department of Education, Uva Province, paper 2. So you get 3 hours for this paper and you get 2 parts, part A and part B. So part A 6 questions and part B 6 questions, but you can select 5 questions from each part. And also given the volume of cone, formula and volume of sphere. So in the first page you get questions 1, 2, 3 and you need to remember each question you get 10 marks and you can spend 18 minutes per question. Page number 2 you get questions 4, 5, 6 and next page you get part B 7, 8 and the next one 9, 10, 11 and the last page you get question number 12. So let's do this paper question number 1. An incomplete table of values satisfying to draw the graph of the function y equals minus x plus 1 squared plus 3. That's a quadratic graph. So you need to draw the graph and answer the given question. So 5 parts are there. So we'll do separately. An incomplete table of values satisfying to draw the graph of the function y equals minus x plus 1 whole thing squared plus 3 is given below. If x equals minus 1, find y. So you have to substitute. When x equals minus 1, what's the y value? You substitute x equals minus 1 squared plus 3. So what happens? Minus 1 and 1 becomes 0. So 0 plus 3, that's 3. So y equals 3. So this value is 3. Taking 10 small divisions along x-axis and y-axis to represent 1 unit as the scale, draw the graph of the function. So what's the minimum x value? Minus 4. So minus 4 to 2. So if you start from here, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. So this is the y-axis. So you can give a start from that point. So you can draw the y-axis. Then you have to mark the coordinates. Y maximum is 3. So we'll draw from here 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. Minus 6 is the lowest value. Then you can draw the x-axis. Now mark the points 1, 2, 3. Here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Now this is the scale. So 10 squares is 1 unit, means this way 1 over 10, that means 0.1. This way also 0.1. Very small square is 0.1. Now we can mark the points. So we'll mark the points now. Minus 4, minus 6. Minus 4, minus 6 here. Minus 3, minus 1. Minus 2, 2. Minus 1, 3. 0, 2. 1, minus 1. 2, minus 6. So you can now connect the points smoothly. So I am using the ruler only to connect these endpoints. Then you can smoothly connect the other parts. So here this is the maximum. So you can connect smoothly like this. And and this one like this. So that's the quadratic graph y equals minus x plus 1 squared plus 3. Now we have to answer the questions using this. So we'll give marks for this. So always we give 3 marks for the graph. 1 mark for the scale, 1 mark for marking the points, 1 mark for connecting smoothly. And here you get 1 mark for filling the blank. So 4 marks altogether. So let's do next part. Part 3, write the range of values of x for which y greater than minus 2. Y greater than. First you can draw the y equals minus 2. So we'll take a broken line. Y is not equal to minus 2. So this is the line. So you have to find out where you get y greater above part. So that means you have to read these 2 points. So this value, so somewhere here, this coordinate, the x value here and this value here. So what's this value? So 1.2 squares to the right of 1. So the values are, so the x value lies in between these 2. So you can write y greater than minus 2 means x is in between minus 3.2 and here you get 1.2. So that's the range of x. Find roots of the equation x squared plus 2x minus 2 equals 0 using the above function. So we need to check what is this equation. So we got the equation, this one, x plus 1 squared plus 3. So we'll simplify and see whether you get the same thing. Or you can take this one and make the square term. You divide by 2 and square it. 2 divided by 2, 1. 1 squared is 1. So that means we have to add 1 to make a perfect square. So you subtract 1 in order to get no difference. So this one I can write x plus 1 squared and minus 2 minus 1 minus 3 equals 0. Now see, this is the opposite way of the graph, minus plus. When you take it to the other side, you get the same thing. So when you take it to the other side, that means minus x plus 1 squared plus 3 equals 0. So that means same graph, the y value, that's the curve given, equals to 0. That means you have to find the roots of this equation. So here you have to read this point and this point. So you get 0.8. This is like 3 square, 0.7. And here minus 2.8. So you can write x is minus 2.8 or x equals 0.7. So those are the roots of this equation. Now next one, write the coordinates of the turning point of the function y equals minus 3 plus x plus 1 squared. Now turning point. Now if this is the graph, the turning point is minus 1 and 3. Now what happens here? This one, we have to take it to the other side. So here that becomes minus x plus 1 squared plus 3 becomes minus y. So that means the vertex point, the x coordinate is not changing, only the y coordinate is changing. So what's the vertex? Then you get a graph like this. Same roots. So that's the minimum value. So you get minus 1 and minus 3. Because this is plus 3, when you take the reflection, with the x-axis, you get the minimum value -1 and -3. So how many marks for this step? So we'll look at the marking scheme. We gave 4 marks already. 2 marks here. And showing everything and get -2.8 and 0.7. Here you can get 0.1 less than or above this value. 0.8 or 0.7 you can get marks. So 2 marks there. And the last part, -1, -3, you get 2 parts. So altogether 10 marks for this question. Question number 2, that's about investing money in a share market. We'll read the question and try to answer. Vimal invested 75% of 400,000 rupees to buy shares at 60 rupees each of a company which pays dividend of 6 rupees per a share. After receiving the dividend income for a year, he sold all the shares and invested his dividend income and the amount received by selling shares to buy shares of another company which pays 9 rupees per a share at 72 rupees. As the result of his dividend income was increased by 15,000 than the previous year, then find at which price that he sold a share. So you have to do all the steps. So first thing, you have to find out the invested amount. So the invested amount is just 75% of 400,000. So we'll first find out that invested amount. 75% means 75 over 100 into 400,000 rupees. So you get 25 times 3, 25 times 4, 4 with this 100,000 multiplied by 3, 300,000 rupees. That's the invested amount. Then what's the price of a share? 60 rupees each of a company. So that means you can find out number of shares he bought. Number of shares. So this is the invested amount. One share worth 60 rupees. When you divide, you get number of shares he bought. So 30 divided by 6, 5,000 shares he bought. Then after receiving the dividend income for a year, now we can find out the dividend income. Dividend income is equal to, what's the value? 6 rupees per share. So 5,000 shares are there. Each with 6 rupees, you get 30,000 rupees. Then after the year, end of the year, he sold all his shares and invested his dividend income and the amount received by selling shares to buy shares of another company which pays 9 rupees per share at 72. As a result, if his dividend income was increased by 15,000, now we can find out what's the dividend income for the next company. So dividend income becomes 15,000 more than the previous one. So 30,000 plus 15,000. You get 45,000. So that's the income. Now we can find out how many shares he bought from the second company. So second company, it says one share is 72 rupees. And also this is the dividend per share, 9 rupees. From that you can find out how many shares from the dividend, because this is the dividend income. So number of shares now for the second company, number of shares 45,000 divided by 9 now, because 9 is the dividend per share. So you get again 5,000 shares. He bought 5,000 shares from the second company as well. Then what we do? Now we know number of shares and each share is 72 rupees. So what's the amount he invested? Amount invested 5,000 into 72. 0, 0, 0, 5 times 2, 10, and 5 times 7, 35 plus 1, 36. 360,000 now he spent for the second company. Now what's the question? Now we did up to here, company pays 9 per share at 72. As a result, if dividend income was increased by 15,000 than the previous year, then find at which price that he sold a share. So we can find out what's the actual selling price. So this amount is with this 30,000 included because the dividend income. So we have to subtract that amount to find out the selling amount of all shares. So selling amount is equal to 360,000 minus 30,000 rupees. You get 330,000 rupees. And how you find out the selling price per share? You have to divide by number of shares. Selling price per share is equal to 330,000 divide by 5,000. 3 zeros get cancelled out. You get 5 times 6, 30. For 30 again 6. 66 rupees is the selling price of a share. So you need to do all these to get the final answer. So remember, normally you get the same steps. So how many marks you are getting? 10 marks. So we'll see for each step you get marks. So you get 2 marks for the invested amount, and finding number of shares we can give 1 mark, and dividend income 2 marks, 5 altogether. Then dividend income you can get 1 mark there, and here this step 1 mark, 6, and here number of shares 2. So that's 6 plus 2, 8, and then this one 8, 9 and 10. Final answer 1 mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks altogether. Question number 3, that's statistics. The following frequency distribution represented data of handling over tea tenders by 50 tea pluckers in a certain day to a certain collecting center. Amount of tea tenders and number of tea pluckers. Find the modal class. Modal class, one which has the highest frequency. So all the widths are the same. So you can just refer the frequency row. So 15 is the highest, so the modal class is 9 to 13. And when you look at the intervals, those are class boundaries. There is no gap between the numbers. Then you have to find out the mean mass. 80 rupees is paid per 1 kilogram for tenders at the collecting center. Find the mean mass of tea tenders plucked in a day and hence show that the total income of the collecting center in a month is not exceeding 2,200,000 rupees. So we'll find out the mean. So this is amount in kilograms. And then you have to find out the mid value. I'll put X and frequency, deviation and FT. So 5 to 9, 9 to 13, 13 to 17, 17 to 21, 21 to 25, 25 to 29, 29 to 33. That's the total then. X value is how you find out the mid values. Add the values and divide by 2. 9 plus 5, 14. Divide by 2, 7. So that means adding 2 to this. 9 plus 2, 11. 13 plus 2, 15. So adding here 4. This way adding 4. So you can add 4. 4 plus 19. 4 plus this, you get 27 and 31. Frequencies are given 3, 15, 6, 9, 7, 6, 4. So we can assume mean anything. So we'll take something like this, 19 as the assumed mean. Assumed mean 19. So then what you do, we can find out the deviation using x minus a. So this becomes 0. 19 and 15 difference is 4. So these are minus values. Minus 8, minus 12. So here this way positive. 4, 8, 12. And what's the total frequency? It's given 50. Check whether it's 50. 8, 14, 20, 29, 30, 36, 40 and this is 50. That's correct. Now multiply F and D. Minus 12 times 3, minus 36. 8 times 15, minus 8 into 5, 40. 8 times 1, 8 plus 4, 12, 120. 6 times 4, 24, that's minus 0. 7 times 4, 28. 6 times 8, 48. 4 times 12, 48. Now add it. 2 remaining. So 124. What about negative value? 6 plus 4, 10. 1 remaining. So that's 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. And 1. That's negative. So 124 minus 180. So 180 minus 124, you get 56, that's minus. So minus 56 is the total. Now we can find out the mean. Mean is equal to A, assumed mean, plus sigma FD over sigma FD, total of FD column divided by total of frequency column. So what are the values? Assumed mean 19 and this is minus 56 over sigma F, that's the total 50. So what's the value here? 19 minus 50 times 1, 50 For 60, again 1, and for 100, that's 2. So 19 minus 1.12. So what's the answer? 10, and here 1 remaining, 8, and here 2 with 7, 9. So 17.88. So that's the value. This is in kilograms. So what's the meaning of the mean? It says amount of tea tenders. So amount 17 point, amount per day 17.88. And then it says if 80 rupees is paid per 1 kilogram. So find the mean mass. Okay, so here what's the amount paid for how many months? Total income of collecting center in a month. So month means 30 days. So total amount you can find. This is per day, 17.88. And 30 days, that's a month. And each kilo is 80 rupees. So you have to multiply by 80. So that's the value. So we'll see. And frequency, 50 pluckers are there. So this is for one person. So you have to multiply by 50 as well. How you multiply? We can get rid of these two decimals by multiplying by 100. Now here you can do, this is 1788 because we multiplied by 100. This is 5 times 80, 400. 400 times 3, 1200. Now we have to multiply by 12. So 1788 multiplied by 12 and put 2 zeros. So 2 zeros there. So multiply by 12, 10 and 2. 887. 1, 2 times 8, 16. 16 plus 1, 17. 2 times 7, 14 plus 1, 15. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So you get 8 plus 3, 1, 2. So you get 2145620. So that means 2,145,600 rupees. So that's not exceeding 2,200,000 rupees. So that's less than 2,200,000 rupees. So we can show that the monthly income of the collecting center in a month is not exceeding this much. So how many marks? So for each step you are getting marks. So according to the marking scheme, 9 to 13, that's 1 mark. And finding mean, you are getting normally 5 marks. So we'll check how you get. So mid value, 1 mark. FD, 1 mark, and total FD, 1 mark, 3. And then applying this one, 4, and 1 mark for this, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 altogether. Then 4 marks remaining. So 4 marks, we are getting the conclusion. This one, you get 1 mark. We'll write down, not exceeding. So this is 1 mark, and for the calculation, this one, you get 3 marks. So 4 marks. So here we'll write down income is not exceeding 2,200,000 rupees. So altogether you get 10 marks for this question. Question number 4. So you have to draw the diagram, the angle of depression, and you have to find out the angle of elevation. So trigonometry question. We'll see how you can find out the answer. A man staying near a window of a lighthouse 34 meters high observes a boat sailing towards the lighthouse with an angle of depression 25 degrees and 42 minutes. Copy down the given diagram on to your answer script and mark the above data on the diagram and find the distance from the foot of the lighthouse to the boat in meters. So we'll try to mark it. So it says a man staying near a window of a lighthouse 34 meters high. So we'll take, this is the lighthouse, 34 meters. So this is the person. So this is the person there, and observes a boat. So here, this is the boat. Angle of depression 25 degrees. So that means you have to draw the horizontal line. From the horizontal line, the angle of depression, this angle is 25 degrees and 42 minutes. So those are the two things that we need to mark. And then they ask, what's the distance here? Boat and the foot of the lighthouse. So this one. So we'll put X here. Now if this is 25, this. So what is this angle? 90 minus that. We need to calculate that angle because X is the unknown. If X is in the numerator, it's easy for you. Otherwise, you have to divide by, you have to use logarithmic tables also. So we'll find out this angle. So there are minutes also. So it's better to take, instead of 90, 89, 60 minutes. That's 90 degrees. Now subtract 25, 42. You get 8, 1 and 4 and 6. 64 degrees and 18 minutes. So to this angle, this is opposite and this is adjacent. So what's the proper trigonometric ratio? You have to use tan. Tan of 64, 18 is equal to x over 34. So what is x? X becomes 34 times tan value. Now use the tan table, tangent table. You have to refer 64, 18. 64, 10, 8. That's 13 you have to add. 2.066 add 13. You get 2.079. Now multiply by 34. 2.079 multiplied by 34. 30 and 4. 3 times 9, 27. 2 remaining. 3 times 7, 21. Plus 2, 23. And 3 times 2, 6. 4 times 9, 36. 3 remaining. 4 times 7, 28. Plus 3, 31. And 4 times 2, 8. So when you add it, you get this value, and here keep 3 decimal places. So 70.686, and you can round it to 1 decimal place, or I can round it to the nearest whole number, that's 71. 71 meters I can write. So how many marks for this step? So you get, according to the marking scheme, you get 2 marks for the diagram. 2 marks for the diagram. Then we get 3 marks for this step. So 3 plus 2, 5. 5 marks for this one. Next one. So same thing. A man on the boat observes the above window from the position after the boat is sailed 21 meters towards the lighthouse from the previous position. So I can redraw the diagram. Now this is the earlier one. Now new position. A man on the boat observes the above window from a position after the boat is sailed 21 meters towards the lighthouse. So this is 21 meters towards lighthouse from the previous position. Find the angle of elevation of the window from that position. So here this angle we want. Earlier we found the total is 71. This whole thing is 71. So 71 minus 21, this is now 50 meters. And the height of the lighthouse is 34. 34 meters. So we can easily find out this angle, angle of elevation. To this angle, this is opposite and this is adjacent. So tan. Tan angle, tan theta is 34 over 50. So divide by 5 and again put a 0, decimal place, because divide by 10. So divide by 10, you get 3.4 and divide by 5 again. 0.5 times 6, 30 for 40, that's 8. 0.68. Now you have to find the inverse of that value. Tan inverse of 0.68. 0.68, where you get 0.68. Somewhere here, 6787 is there. So 68 means you have to take 13 more. 13 from this. So that's 3. So 34, 13. 34 degrees and 13 minutes is the angle of elevation. So how many marks for this one? You get, according to the marking scheme, you get 2 marks. 34 degrees and 13 minutes. So 2 marks. So we gave before 3 plus 2, 5, and then 5 plus 2, 7 marks. Now we'll take the next one. Part B. A point A lies with a bearing of 40 degrees and 60 meters apart. B lies with a bearing of 320 degrees and 45 meters apart from the point P. Represent above data in a rough sketch. So we'll take P is this point. To this one, A lies with a bearing of 40 degrees. So that means we have to draw the vertical line. And then from north, this is north, from north 40 degrees, that's 60 meters. So 60 meters, this is 40 degrees. And this is north and this one is A. Then B lies with the bearing of 320. So 320 from north means, what's this angle? This angle is 360 minus 320, you get 40 degrees. So 40 degrees here. So that means same angle from P. What's the distance? 45. So not like 60, it's a short one. So this is B, but here this is also 40 degrees because here to here, the whole thing, this is 320 degrees. So what's the distance? 45 meters. So you are asked to sketch it. So this is the sketch. So how many marks for that? 3 marks. 3 marks for this diagram. Question number 5. In the PQRS trapezium, the length of the side SR is 3 units more than that of PQ. PQR is 90 degrees. The lengths of PQ and QR same. If the area of the trapezium PQRS is 9 square units, taking the length of QR as X. This one is X. Show that the length is SR. Is this one, and find the length of SR to the nearest second decimal place. So we'll do that. You have to read it again and mark the lengths. It says SR length is 3 times more than that of PQ. PQ and QR same. So if this is X, this is X, this is 3 units more. You can write X plus 3. And the area of the trapezium is 9 square units. So we can construct an equation. How you find out the area? Half the 2 lengths of the parallel sides, X and X plus 3, into the perpendicular height is equal to 9. That's the area of the trapezium. So what you get? Multiply by 2, you get 2x plus 3 multiplied by x is 2 times 9, 18. So 2x squared plus 3x minus 18 is equal to 0. I took 18 also to this side. Then show that the length of SR is this. You need to solve for x. So which one we can use here? This is in this form, square root form. So that means you can use the quadratic formula easily. Can you remember the quadratic formula? If it's ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, x is minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a, quadratic formula. Now we'll apply that. A is 2. So we can write a is 2, b equals 3, c equals minus 18. Minus b, so minus 3 plus or minus square root b squared. 3 squared is 9 minus 4, a is 2, c is 18. That's minus, so this becomes plus over 2a. A means 2. So you get 4 there in the denominator, and minus 3 plus or minus, what you get inside? 4 times 2, 8. 18 times 8, 144 plus 9, 153. So 153 you get here. So we have to show that it's 3 times root 17. So we'll see the factors of 153. That's 3 times 51, 3 times 7. So 9 times 7. So you can write minus 3, 9 times 17. When you take square root, you can get square root of 9 becomes 3 now. So 3 root 17 over 4 you get this answer for x, but you need SR. What is SR? X plus 3. So we'll find out this is x. What is x plus 3? You are adding 3 plus this value. So make the same denominator. 4 times 3, 12 minus 3 plus or minus 3 root 17. So you get 12 minus 3, 9. 9 plus or minus 3, 17 over 4. So you can take 3 out from that. Take 3 out, you get 3 plus root 17 over 4. Because don't take the negative answer. SR should be positive. So I'm taking only the positive answer. So that's what it's given. 3 plus 17. And then substitute root 17 4.12 and find the answer correct to 2 decimal places. 4.12. So 3 into 3 plus 4.12 over 4. Just add it first. You get 7.12 over 4. Multiply by 3 first. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 7, 21. 21.36 divided by 4. 5. And for 13, you get 4 times 3, 12. And for 16, that's 4 times 4. So correct to 2 decimal place, the SR length is 5.34. What's the unit? Units are not given. Square units, so you can put just unit. Units. So how many marks? So you are getting two marks for marking the correct lengths. And then making the equation another 2 marks. And using the quadratic formula 1, 2, 2 marks, and finding x value another 2 marks, and then finding SR, that means adding 3 and getting the answer. You get 2 marks again in terms of root 17, and then substituting value and get the answer, another 2 marks. So see whether you get all marks. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks for the whole question. Now let's take the next question. Question number 6. So this is about simultaneous equations, algebra 1, and then second part is matrices. It is proposed to distribute same type of 5 textbooks for each girl and 3 textbooks for each boy in a class of a certain mixed school. Then boys will receive 9 books more than the number of books that was received by the girls. If 10 books for each girl and 4 books for each boy is distributed, then total number of 212 books are needed. Taking the number of boys as x, so number of boys x, number of girls y. We'll two simultaneous equations to represent above data and solve them and find the number of girls and boys. So this is the main part. What is x and what is y? Now you have to read and create the two equations. It is proposed to distribute same type of 5 textbooks for each girl. So total number of books for girls, that's 5y. And then 3 textbooks for each boy in a class of a certain mixed school. Then boys will receive 9 books more than. So 9 books more. So that means 5y plus 9 is 3x. So the difference between the books is 9. When you can take it to this side, I can write 3x minus 5y equals 9. That's my first equation. Then the second equation, it says if 10 books for each girl, 10y, and 4 books for each boy is distributed, then total, so that means addition of this 4x is equal to 212. That's our second equation. So we need to solve this. Look at the coefficients. 3 and 4 is there, not equal 5 and 10. It's easy to convert to the same coefficient here. So we'll multiply by 2. So 1 multiplied by 2, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 5, 10, 2 times 9, 18. That's our third equation. Now we see same coefficient and different signs. We can add the two equations. 2 plus 3. 10x equals 230. So what is x? Divide by 10. That's 23. If x is 23, you can substitute to one of the equations and find out the y value. So I'll take the first equation. 3x, 3 times 23 minus 5y equals 9. So you get 69 minus 9 becomes, I'll take it to this side, 5y. So 60 equals 5y. Divide by 5 to get y value. Y equals 12. So that means number of girls 12. Number of boys, that's x, 23. So 23 boys and 12 girls. So how many marks for this one? You are getting 2 marks for constructing the equations. 3x minus 5y equals 9, that's 1. And this one, you get this one, another 1 mark. And 2 marks for finding x value. And 2 marks for finding y value. And writing down number of girls and boys, another 1 mark. So 7 marks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marks for part A. Part B, matrix question. So if A is this, B is this, find 2A plus 3B. So we have to substitute. 2A plus 3B is what? Multiplied by 2. All the elements multiplied by 2. Elements of A. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2, 4. Minus 2, 2. Plus 3B. Multiply everything by 3. Minus 3, 0, 6 and 9. Now we'll add it. 6 minus 3, 3, 4, minus 2 and 6, 4 and 9 plus 2, 11. So this is the 2A plus 3B value. So that's equal to 3, 4, 4, 2x minus 5. Now, you can compare the elements. 11 should be equal to 2x minus 5. Take minus 5 to this one. So, 16 equals 2x. X becomes 16 divided by 2. That's 8. So, x equals 8. So, 3 marks for this one. X equals 8. So, 7 before and 3 here. Altogether 10 marks. Question number 7. This is about number patterns. So, we'll do separately. An athlete trains by running 4,000 meters in the first day. So, we'll write down first day 4,000 meters. And the second day 4,500 meters. And thereafter he runs 500 meters more distance in each day than that of the previous day. If the distance that he runs in each day represent the term of an arithmetic progression, because same difference, write the first 4 terms. So 4,000, 4,500, then 5,000 and 5,500, adding 500 to that. So that's the first part. Show that he runs a distance of 500 into 7 plus n meters in nth day. So nth day formula. So that means Tn. First term is 4,000 plus n minus 1 d. Difference is 500. So simplify. 4,000 plus, multiply these two, 500 n minus 500. So you get 3,500 plus 500 n. So you can take 500 out. So what's remaining? This is 7 plus n. So that's the answer given. This is about the distance. This is in meters. So how many marks for this one? So you get 1 mark for writing down all 4 terms and 2 marks for this term. Part 3. In the last day of his training schedule, he runs 14 kilometers. Then find the number of days that he practices. So earlier given in meters. So we have to convert to meters here. So multiply by 1,000. So 14,000 meters is the last term. So you can plug it to the nth term formula. So we found out the nth term is 500, 7 plus n. So 500, 7 plus n is equal to 14,000. Divide by 100, you get this. So 5 times 7, 35. 5 times n, 5n is equal to 140. 5n becomes 140 minus 35. You get 105. So divide by 5. 21. So that means 21 days he practiced. 21 days. Then the last part, so this is third part. Last part, it says, show that the total distance that he runs in his training schedule is not exceeding 190 kilometers. So what's the total distance? So you have to use SN formula. SN. So 21 days. S21. So 21 days, 21 over 2. First day, how many kilometers? Now we'll do the questions in kilometers. How many days? First, 4,000 meters means divide by 1,000, 4 kilometers. So 4 kilometers plus, and the last day it was 14 kilometers. 21 over 2, 4 plus 14 is 18. That's 2 times 9. 9 times 1, 9. 9 times 2, 18. 189 kilometers. That's not exceeding. So that's less than 190 kilometers. So you can say that's not exceeding 190 kilometers. Not exceeding 190 kilometers. So how many marks? So finding 21 days. Here we did this part. You get 2 marks. And finding this answer, 189, and it's not exceeding this, another 2 marks. And B part also there. So we'll do the B part. Now how many marks for A part? 2, 3, 4. 4 marks. These 2, 3, 4. Previous one, 6, 7. 7 marks. So that means 3 marks for the next question. 36, 24, 16 is a geometric progression. So previous one it was arithmetic progression. Now it's geometric progression. If the 10th term is 2 to the power x and 3 to the power y, then find the value of x and y. So that's arithmetic. So how you find out the nth term? Nth term is AR to the power n minus 1. Now what's the first term? That's 36. What's the ratio? You can take any term, divide by the previous term. That's the ratio. So 6 times 6, 6 times 4. Again divide by 2. 2/3 is the ratio. So you can write 2 over 3 and n. Now you want 10th term. So T 10. So 10 minus 1, that's 9. So we need to simplify this. 36 into 2 to the power 9 and 3 to the power 9. Now 36 is what? Divide by 2, 18. Divide by 2, 9. 3 and 3. I can rewrite 36 as 2 to the power 2 and 3 to the power 2. Now simplify, because the answer should be given in this form. So same base, different powers multiplication. You add the powers, 9 plus 2, 11. So 2 to the power 11 comes. Here you have to subtract 9 minus 2, 7. So 3 to the power 7. So x equals 11, y is 7. Because 2 to the power x and 3 to the power y form. So those are the 2 answers. So you get x equals 11 and y equals 7. 3 marks for this step. So earlier 7 and this 3, 10 marks. Question number 8 is a construction question. So you have to use the ruler and the pair of compasses. So let's construct this diagram. So we have to take the geometry set. We'll do it separately. We can first draw the line. Now it says, first part, construct the triangle PQR such that PQ is 6 centimeters. So we'll take the ruler and draw a line first. And then you take the compass and you have to measure 6 centimeters. You have to measure 6 centimeters and keep this on the line, and you can draw 6 centimeter length. So we can mark it as PQ 6 centimeters. PQR. PQR is 90. So you have to draw 90-degree angle. You can use the compass for that. So take a certain distance. You draw 2 arcs like this, and then you keep the compass on top of these arcs, and you can find the intersecting point above to draw the 90-degree angle. So again we have to redraw because it's not intersecting. Now we can find the line. So here connect this one, and here that's 90 degrees. Now what is QR? QR is 5 centimeters. So you take the compass and now you have to measure 5 centimeter length. Five centimeter length, and you can mark the point here. R. Now connect and complete the triangle PQR. Construct the line parallel to PQ, this one, across R, and taking RS as 3.5, complete the trapezium PQRS. So we'll use the parallelogram method to construct a parallel line. So we'll take this distance from here, that's 6. That's 6 centimeters. So we'll keep it here and draw the arc here. And now we have to measure this length, QR length, and you take the same distance from P. So we are constructing a parallelogram. Now you can connect this R and this intersecting point. So that's the parallel line. And then it says RS is 3.5. So you take the compass and measure 3.5. 3.5 is here. So RS, so from here you mark 3.5. So this point is PQRS point. So this is 3.5 centimeters, and we took QR 5 centimeters. Now we can complete PQRS trapezium. So that's the diagram. How many marks for these steps? 2 steps are there. So you get constructing the triangle 3 marks. 1 mark for constructing PQ length, and then QR 1 mark, and angle 1 mark. So 3 marks there, and then 2 marks for completing the trapezium. So altogether 5 marks for that. Now let's do the other parts. Construct the circle such that it touches QP and QP at P and crosses the point S. So that means we have to draw the perpendicular bisector of P and S. So then only we can find out the center of the circle. So we'll take the compass and bisect PS line. Take any distance. You draw an arc here and to this side, and do the same thing by taking the point S here and here. Now we can connect this one. So we'll draw the line, this line. Now we have to draw the perpendicular from this point. You take a distance here, take a small distance, draw an arc here, arc on this side, and now you can draw the perpendicular at P. So I'll take a longer distance, so somewhere here, and draw the other arc somewhere here. Now you can draw the line, this one. Now we can get the center. This is the perpendicular line and this is the perpendicular. The intersecting point is the center. Now we can draw the circle. So center O and the radius is OS, and it should touch us the P point as well. So we can draw the circle, passes through Q and touches at P, and the center is here. So that's this part, and we have to do the other part. Right, the relation between the line drawn joining the center, O of the above circle to the point P, this line, and the side QR giving reasons. So what's the relationship between the line OP and PQ? The radius and the tangent, this becomes a tangent, that's 90 degrees. So this is, you can write 90 degrees. Allied angles 90 degrees. The two lines are parallel. So what can you say about OP? Length and QR, that's parallel because of OPQ angle plus RQP is 180. Allied angles add up to 180, means the two lines are parallel. So how many marks for this? So third step, you are getting 2 marks for drawing the circle, and then you are getting another 1 mark for giving the reason. Now let's take the next one. Construct the point T on QP such that QT is equal to 2 centimeters. So we have to take the ruler and the compass and take only 2 centimeter length. 2 centimeter length. That's QT is 2 on PQ. So here we can mark the T point here. This is T. This point is T. And construct a tangent from T to the circle. So this is one tangent. So how you draw the other tangent? You can take equal distance from any point. When you draw two tangents, the two lengths are equal. So we can take this distance, that's TP distance, and it should be same as that to draw the other tangent. So this is the point. So now you can connect this T point with this one and draw the other tangent line. So that's the other tangent. So how many marks for that? You are getting 2 marks for drawing the tangent. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks for the construction question. Question number 9. This is about proofs. So we'll do separately. First we'll write down the tangent drawn to the circle of the center O at B is AC. So that means this is 90 degrees. DEF are situated on the circle such that BD, this line is parallel to AE. This one show that half of DBC. So what is DBC? DBC. So I'll put this one as X. DBC angle is X plus FEO. FEO, this angle plus AFB. AFB angle. So that means we have to connect this line. FB. So AFB angle, I'll put this one as Y. Plus AFB is 135. That's the proof. So we'll see from this diagram what you can write now. Can you see this angle is the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral. That's equal to this angle. That's Y. This is Y. So we can write AF B angle is equal to AFB angle is equal to BDE. That's why, because of exterior is equal to opposite interior of a cyclic quadrilateral. And then what can you say about this angle and this angle? So we can say this is the angle subtended at the center and this is the angle subtended on the circumference. So that's double. So if this is Y, this is 2Y. So we can write EFB. EFB angle is 2Y because of angle subtended at the center is double as the angle subtended on the circumference. Now, what else we can say? What about this angle? This angle is 90 degrees and what can you say about this? Quadrilateral. A, E, O, B, quadrilateral. Sum of angles in a quadrilateral is 360. So we'll add all the angles. So this angle is what? This is same as X because these two lines are parallel. So corresponding angles are equal. That also we'll write A, not A. FAB angle is also X because of corresponding angles. The two lines are parallel. So we can add the angle. So we'll add it X plus. So this is FEO. That angle plus 2y plus, this is 90 degrees. That's equal to 360. Now take 90 to the other side. X plus FEO plus 2y equals 360 minus 90, 270. Now we need 135. That means we can divide the whole equation by 2. X plus FEO divide by 2 plus this is y is equal to 135. Now we'll see whether we are getting the angles. What is X? X is DBC. And what is Y? Y is AFB. So instead of this we can write DBC. So X is half. Here I can write DBC angle plus FEO plus Y I can write AFB equals 135. So how many marks? You are getting all 10 marks for this. So 10 marks how you divide. For each step we'll give marks. So this is Y exterior opposite, we'll give 1 mark. And this is double as this 1 mark. And this one mark. And we'll take this one 2 marks, adding all and writing down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 10 is also proofs of triangles. So there are 5 parts, so we'll have to do separately. In the triangle AB equals BC. AB is equal to BC. So we can mark it with a color. This length and this length both are equal. And the P and Q are midpoints of the sides AB and AC respectively. BC produced to D such that BC is equal to CD. BC is equal to CD. Produced PQ meets AD at R. Accordingly, give reasons for PQ is half BC. PQ is half BC. So, P is the midpoint, Q is the midpoint. So, according to midpoint theorem, so we can say PQ is parallel to BC as well as PQ is half BC according to midpoint theorem. And it says if RCD, we have to connect this one. If RCD angle, this angle, is equal to ABC, this angle, and ACR, this angle, all three angles are equal, find BAC. This angle we need. So here we'll put X here because we want to find out that angle. So X for BAC. If this is X, this is also X because AB is equal to BC. So can we write that? BAC is equal to BCA. I'll put X. Isosceles triangle. Then what else we can say? According to these two angles are equal, that means we can say AB is parallel to RC. AB is parallel to RC because of corresponding angles are equal. So we found these two lines are parallel. This one and this one. And these two are equal. So we'll put this is Y, this is Y, this is Y. Now we have to construct an equation. So we'll take ABC triangle. In ABC triangle I can write x plus x, 2x plus y equals 180. So that's one equation. And also I can write an equation for this. So this is 180. Straight angle is there. So x plus 2y is also 180. So from these two, what can I say? Right hand side is equal. So 2x plus y equals x plus 2y. So when you take it to this side, x becomes y. So both angles are equal. So now we can find out easily the x value. So all three angles are the same. So 3x, x. So 3x equals 180. So x becomes 180 divided by 3, 60 degrees. So what is x? X is BAC. BAC is 60 degrees. So that's the answer. So how many marks for these steps? 1 mark for writing down this midpoint theorem. And you get x equals 60 degrees, just 3 marks. So 3 marks for this whole thing. Now we'll take the next one. Show that APQ triangle is congruent to CQR. So this triangle APQ and CQR. So this triangle. What can you say? So we found out this is X and this is also x. We found out before. And here, this angle is equal to this angle. Opposite angles are equal. And you can easily prove that these are congruent. So, if you take a PQ triangle and CQR triangle, you can say AQ is equal to QC. That's given. PAQ angle is equal to QCR angle. That's proved before. And you can write AQP angle is equal to CQR angle. That's opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles. So we can say APQ triangle is congruent to CQR triangle. What's the case? Angle, side. That's the congruency. And then give reasons for ARCP. ARCP is a parallelogram. Now easily you can say we proved that these two triangles are congruent. Therefore, PQ is equal to QR. Corresponding elements are equal. If the corresponding elements are equal, now look at ARCP quadrilateral. The diagonals bisect each other. So this is equal to this one. Diagonals bisect each other. So that's a parallelogram. So you can say AQ is equal to QC. So these are diagonals bisect each other. Therefore, it's a parallelogram. ARCP is a parallelogram. So that's the fourth part. How many marks now for these two? 2 marks for this and 3 marks for this. So 3 plus 2, 5 and 4, 9 marks. And we get another 1 part. Find the value of area of quadrilateral ABCR. ABCR to area of the triangle ABD. What's the ratio? So we know if you take the parallelogram, if this is A, this area is same as this, congruent triangles. And when you draw this line here, we can say this area is same as this area is same as this one. So we can put this is also same, that's A. Then think about this triangle. Now we found out this is A. So same line here. So according to the midpoint theorem, this is parallel to this one and this is also equal to this one according to midpoint theorem. So all bases are equal with the same height. You get this is 2A. This triangle and this triangle, you get 2A. So if this is same, so again perpendicular height is same, This is A, 2A and 2A. This also becomes 2A. Now you can easily find out the ratio. So what's the ratio of ABCR? ABCR is 2A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6A. What's area of ABD? The full thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8A. So the ratio becomes AA get cancelled out. 6 over 8 divided by 2, 3 over 4. So you get only 1 mark for showing this ratio. That's 3/4. Now let's take the next question. Question number 11. So you have to make an equation and find out the radius using log tables. A solid metallic right cylinder of radius r and height h. R and height is thrice of radius, that means 3r, is melted and make 12 hemispheres, that means this one, of radius half the radius of the above cylinder. If this is r, this becomes r over 2. And right cone of base radius A, cone with base radius A, and height is 4 times of radius. 4 times of radius is 4A without any wastage. Show that A equals this. So you can equate. So the volume of this is equal to the sum of volumes of the other two. So what's the volume of the cylinder? Pi r squared h. H is 3r. That's equal to 12 of. What's the volume of hemisphere? Half of 4 over 3 pi r cube. So r over 2 is the radius. Plus, what's the volume of the cone? 1/3 pi r squared. That's a squared h. H is 4a. Now we can see pi get cancelled out. And what else? Let's try to simplify this. So this is 3r cube is equal to 2 times here 6, 3 times 2. And this one we simplify, 4 times 2, 8 times r cube over 2 to the power 3 also 8. Simplify that. Then here you get 4 over 3a cube. 8 and 8 get cancelled out. So 3r cube and r cube, when you take it to this side, that's 2r cube. That's equal to 4 over 3a cube. Now you have to make a as the subject of the formula. So a cube is equal to 6 r cube over 4. Simplify 2 times 3, 2 times 2. So what is a? Take cube root of both sides. You get cube root of 3 over 2 and r here. So a equals cube root of 3 over 2 r. Then we have to substitute r equals 3.45 and find out the a value. So how many marks for this part? You get 5 marks for proving this. So the next one, we'll take it to the other side and find out the answer. So what's the a value? Cube root of 3 over 2 r. 3 over 2. R is 3.45. cube root of 3 over 2 into 3.45. R is 3.45. Now take log both sides. Log of A equals, here cube root means 1/3. 1/3 of log, here 3 here. So 3 divided by 2 means log 3 minus log 2. That's also 1/3. And then multiplication becomes addition. Addition of this. So log of 3.45. Now refer the logarithmic table and write down what is log 3 value. 30, 0.47. So this is 0.4771. Log 2, 20, 0, 30, 10. 30, 10 and plus 3.45 means 0.345. 345 is 53.78. Now we can subtract first. 4771 subtract 3010 and divide this by 3. So when you divide this by 3 you get 0. 3 times 5, 15. For 26 that's 8 and for 21 that's 7. And you add 0.5378 to that. So what's the addition? 15 and here 9 plus 7, 16 and 6 plus 3, 9, 5. 0.5965. Take antilog value. 0.5965 from the table. 5965. 5955 is there, so you need another 10. That's 9. 3949. 3949. This is 0 point, so 3.949. And we need to find the answer correct to how many decimal places? So we'll check the question. Correct to first decimal place. Correct to first decimal place. That's 3.9. And what's the unit? It's not given. It's not given. So you can say just units. So we'll see how many marks for this. So it's given in centimeters. Just check it. It's not given. So you can take as units. So how many marks for this one? This part you are getting again 5 marks. So getting 3.9, 5 marks for that. So 10 altogether. So let's do the last question. Question number 12 is about Venn diagram. So there are 5 parts. So we'll do separately. Zonal Literacy Association organized a competition. 18 competitors participated to art competition. So art, it's 18. So this is 18. And out of them, 1/3 participated to poetry competition 2. That means 1/3 of 18, that's 6. So in the poetry competition 2, that's 6. The number of competitors who participated to poetry competition is 24. Copy down the following Venn diagram on your answer script and insert above data on it. So we already did that. So we can fill these two. So 18 minus 6, 12. 24 minus 6, 18. Find the number of competitors who participated to poetry competition without participating to art competition. Any competitor who participated to the recitation did not participate to the art competition. So there's another circle. Recitation. The number of competitors who participated to poetry and recitation is twice the number of competitors who participated to art and poetry. The number of competitors who participate to recitation is 3 more than that of poetry competition. And then they ask, insert the set representing the number of competitors who participated to recitation to the above Venn diagram and find the number of competitors who participated to only recitation. So first we have to draw the diagram. In the new diagram, we need 3 circles. So we can draw the rectangle and we need 3 circles. So we'll draw first one, second one, and third one. I'll move it like this. Why did I draw like this? There's no intersection between this and this. It says, here we'll move here, this one, when you take this sentence, it says, any competitor who participated to the recitation did not participate to the art competition. So art and recitation, there's no intersection. So this is poetry, this is 18, this is 24. And these values are not changing. And here we need to find out the other values. Now read the question again. The number of competitors who participated to poetry and recitation, this one, is twice the number of competitors who participated to art and poetry. Art and poetry 6. So double that, that's 12. The number of competitors who participated to recitation is 3 more than that of poetry competition. So 24 plus 3, this is 27 now. So 27 minus 12, that's 15 here. So that's the new diagram. So how many marks for this new diagram? So 12, 6, 18. So you get 3 marks for the previous one. And for the new diagram, 12, 6. And we have to find out this value. We forgot. 24 minus 12, 12, 12 minus 6, that's 6. So 12, 6, 6, 12, 15. This one, you get another 3 marks. We'll take the next one. Find the number of competitors who participated to only recitation. So only recitation, that's 15. So we found 27 minus 12. It's 15. Fifth one, if the total number of competitors who participated to all the types of competitions is 60, then find the number of competitors who did not participate to any of the above 3 competitions. So outside number, altogether 60. So this is 60 given. Now we can add and subtract from 60 to get the outside number. So what's the total here? We'll take, this is 24 plus 27. 24 plus 27, 51 subtracted from 60. That's 9. So 9 is outside this one. So 9 is there. So the answer for the last part is 9. Now we'll see how many marks for that. 1 mark. So here, so we'll give this one 2 marks here, and 2 marks for this step. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks for the last question. So we covered all questions in paper 2. So make sure that you do the questions first and watch my video to check your answers.